Hello, all of you beautiful people. How are you today? I've come up onto the hills because the sun is out, and that has been rare in the UK at the moment. It's been a very wet, warm winter, and we haven't been able to get out much, going a little bit stir crazy. So I looked out the window, the sun was shining, and I thought, right, let's go outside and do a nice Celtic Reiki healing video. So settle yourself down and get nice and comfortable. And I found this beautiful sycamore tree, complete with fungi growing on it, and moss and lichens. So I want you now just to cast your eyes down the trunk and root into the earth. Spread your roots downwards and downwards and downwards through the soil, through the rocks, deeper and deeper, until they fuse onto the twigs of the inner world tree, and your root system starts drinking up the medicine, absorbing the medicine from this sycamore tree as well, and keeping you grounded, keeping you safe, keeping you comfortable, giving you a good foundation from which to work from. Now, a woman and her dog might run over in a minute because she is looking at me. What is that strange lady doing? Now that energy from the inner world tree and the sycamore is rising up your system, into your feet and up your legs, into the lower dantian, which it swirls around, opening and activating. Travels up your center line to the heart dantian, swirling around it, opening and activating that energy center, and rising to the yin tang point, third eye, swirling around it, opening it and activating it, and then it spills out of the top of your head and flows back down around you in a protective fountain, to be drawn up through your feet again, completely up your center line, spilling down around you like a beautiful green and white fountain, in a perpetual motion of cleansing, protecting, and healing. Take a breath in and breathe out any discomfort. We are going to clear the space now. We're going to use this bull roarer. This is something used by Aborigines to clear space and send signals. This one is made out of blackthorn, strife, which is a very thorny tree. It is the first of the thorns to flower here. So if I donk the camera or the tree, do forgive me. So we've now cleared a space around us in our circle. And I'm going to take this little piece of shard now. A shard of flint. Very high grade flint. is from these hills. I have literally just picked this up from the foot of this wonderful tree. And it's like a little knife. So we're going to start above your head. And we're going to cut around your aura. Lift your feet up, under your feet. Let's just bring that across you. Cutting any cords, any ties, not of the Creator's desire. Behind you as well. Right down your back line. Dragging it across your front. Then we're going to take a beautiful feather. This is an owl feather that I found just before I recorded another video for you all up here. Clearing those broken fragments of cords away from you. Down the back, sweeping it away. And then we'll just tickle the end of your nose. Bath. Bath. Birch tree can cleanse you for the new beginnings of spring. Breathe in that cleansing fragrance from the birch. And listen to the bird song. They're all singing to find their mates, starting to build their nests here. Starting, as you probably are, thinking about what you would like to do when the warmth comes. Going to draw the yew tree into you now, the iiho. For distant healing in the future and for the past. Let's bring some air into your system. Clear those cobwebs away. This is lichen that I also picked up from this tree, from the base of this tree. Now, if your trees have this growing on them, or something similar, Spanish moss is another one, that means that the air is incredibly pure. There's nothing wrong with the tree. It just means that the air is so clean that these take hold and grow. So let's brush this lichen down here. I'm not sure how this would feel. Let me know in the comments if you like it or don't like it. And breathe in that fresh air. Breathe it into every pore of your body. and let it filter out through your heart and into the world around you. Feel the promise of spring. Start getting into balance for the spring vernal equinox, or in the southern hemisphere, for the autumn equinox. Wherever you are in the world, whichever equinox you are arriving at, it's a time for balance. I have our little tree maiden here, our little healer, and I'm going to tie this onto her later. Whatever healing I'm going to be doing, I used her last week. We have the primrose there, and now she's going to have lichen. And every time I find something for healing, we're going to tie it round her, a little woodland healer. Imagine that woodland healer comes out to join you today, and she sits opposite you now. She cups your face in her hands. "How are you today, my child?" she says. "Have you come back for some more healing?" She places her hands upon your shoulders, and she draws the energy out of your arms. Feel your hands open up. She brushes that energy out of your hands. She now continues down your torso and your legs, brushing the energy down your legs and out of your feet. She then takes a beautiful pillar of bumblebee jasper. Now, bumblebee jasper also has calcite embedded into it, so it is cleansing. That gives it its silky, shiny, glistening gleam. And this is a stone that can bring you joy, can help you be enthusiastic about life again. She draws the oak, the dewey, and if you can hear the talking, we are in a public place and there's nothing I can do about that. People walk their dogs up here. And the sound carries. Elim, she draws the fir tree into you so that you can see the higher perspective of things. You can look down on the canopy. Let's just spiral some of this bumblebee energy. And I haven't seen the bees out here yet. They were out in Devon, which is further south, where spring has come earlier. And spring walks up the country at walking pace. So the further away from the equator, obviously, the longer you are going to have to wait for the thaw. Now take a breath in. Listening to the birds. And listen to your heart. Let's just brush away some more the feather. Peace and healing are yours. Soar, little bird, soar and fly. Your time is coming. The healer just channels some energy to you now, creating a pyramid with her hands to focus the energies into the yin tang point in your forehead. Feel those tingles now as the healing of this landscape is sent into you. Focus on what it is you want to do and think of the little stepping stones you're going to need to step over to get there. Now the heart dantian. Focusing the healing from this beautiful spot into your heart. Take a breath in and breathe out, making space for the new fresh tree. And now to your abdomen, to the lower dantian. Breathe in and breathe out again, making space for this new fresh energy. That looks quite good, doesn't it? Ooh. Spinning around you. Now ground your energy in again. Reaffirm your roots as the healing finishes. Ground your roots in, into the world tree and into the sycamore. As the cleansing continues, and breathe out one last time. The healer places her hands on your shoulder, rests her weight onto it, and you should be feeling heavier now. As she now bends down and places her hands on your feet. Take a breath in and breathe down to them now. Push those roots down into the soft, wet earth, deeper and deeper and deeper. They get a foothold there, and the healer now takes her leave of you. She turns and she walks away, back around the tree. And now we will do a countdown to the end of this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bye-bye for now.